In this video, we're going to go over a tip in regards to the office. So if you're conducting scheduling, let's say like the office manager, more than likely, one thing to keep in mind is to try to schedule appointments on days or times that help to limit our amount of commute time. Okay, one way that we can influence this is, let's think, the areas that have most of the traffic, at least in the Sacramento area where we currently are serving, is obviously going into Sacramento or through Sacramento is going to cause the greatest effects of traffic on our commute time. Okay, and that's going to be especially compounded on weekdays when people are going into Sacramento for work. Okay, so try to schedule appointments, let's say like in the South Sacramento, Elk Grove, general Sacramento area. Whenever we have to drive through Sacramento, try to schedule those appointments on weekends. Even later in the day is more helpful than 8 a.m. or 5 p.m. If we're driving through Sacramento at 8 a.m. or 5 p.m., we're going to be impacted by the traffic in one way or the other, typically on weekdays, tremendously more so than on weekends, okay? So try to schedule appointments accordingly. It's helpful to try to schedule appointments in Elk Grove or Sacramento, especially in that area, on weekends instead of weekdays, so that we're not as impacted by the slowdown of traffic through those areas, okay? Because scheduling appointments in Elk Grove or Sacramento on a weekday, it might take us 20 more minutes to get to that same address than it would have on the weekend, okay? Or even if we can get there really, really early, if we have to do it on a weekday and we can get there at 7:30, we're going to experience a lot less traffic than if we got there at 8 or 8:15. Okay, so if we can beat the morning traffic on weekdays, or even the commute home traffic, like 4, 5 p.m., when a lot of people are going from Sacramento back to the suburbs, that could be super impactful on our commute times. Okay, so just try to schedule things accordingly if we're ever going to have appointments or when we do have appointments in Elk Grove or Sacramento.